Hello there. Welcome. Name's Corvina, your very own feathered guide to the world of critical evaluation. Sounds fancy, doesn't it? But don't worry, it's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Let's give those brain feathers a bit of a ruffle and dive in, shall we? Now then, when students hear critically evaluate in an essay brief, oh, the panic! You can almost hear the flapping. But calm your wings, friend. Once you know the steps, it's a breeze. Critical evaluation means thinking beyond the page, asking questions, weighing evidence, and reaching your own well-feathered conclusions. Now, essays often ask for one or more arguments for a particular position. But hold up. What do we mean by argument? Because we're not talking about a squabble over who forgot the toothpaste cap. In academic work, an argument is simply a reason or a set of reasons that supports a claim or theory. And in science, those reasons come from how we interpret the evidence we've got. Let's take a flight through an example. Some folks claim the Earth is flat, like a pancake. Their reasoning? When I drive for miles across a flat-looking road, the ground looks flat, so the Earth must be flat. Sounds fair enough at first glance, doesn't it? But remember, a good crow never grabs the first shiny thing it sees. Thinking critically means checking all the evidence, and when we do, we find that this argument's built on an illusion. You see, the Earth's curve is so gentle, only a few feet per mile, that from the ground it appears flat. From sea level, you can only see about 3 miles to the horizon. Climb a tree or a tower and suddenly, ta-da! You see further, because more of that lovely round Earth comes into view. Mathematically, it all fits perfectly with a spherical planet. So those flat Earth observers aren't wrong about what they see. They're just missing part of the puzzle. The observation's spot on, the interpretation isn't. Take in the bigger picture, include the full flock of evidence, and the round Earth explanation wins the perch because it explains everything. Right then, let's picture how evidence, arguments, and claims all fit together. Imagine a pyramid. At the top, your claim. Below that, your arguments. Then, your reasoning. And at the base, the solid, reliable evidence. Altogether, they spell care. A perfect reminder to take care when breaking down arguments and when building your own. So, fledglings of thought. Once you understand this structure, you must ask some juicy questions to sharpen your critical beaks. At the claim stage, ask, what assumptions underlie this claim? How confident am I in my understanding of what this claim asserts? And what would falsify this claim? Because a clear claim is a sturdy perch, and falsifiability tells you where it might crack. For the argument stage, challenge yourself. Am I considering counter-arguments? And what alternative explanations exist? A wise crow tests the wind from every direction before taking flight. At the reasoned interpretation phase, probe, how strongly does my interpretation follow from the evidence? Does this reasoning follow logically to build solid arguments? What cognitive biases might influence my reasoning? And would experts in this domain reason differently? Tight logic and bias checks keep your nest from falling apart, twig by twig. Finally, for evidence, ask, Have I actively sought disconfirming evidence? And how reliable and relevant is this source? Truth loves a rigorous pecking order, and weak seeds won't nourish firm conclusions. You can revisit each layer as many times as you need, because careful thinkers circle back like patient crows, refining their flight path until the sky itself agrees.
Cool.
So that's it, folks. We hope you have enjoyed learning how to evaluate critically. And here's the best bit. Critical thinking is not just for essays. Oh no. It helps you spot misleading messages, question wobbly claims, and resist being swayed by one-sided nonsense. But remember, the more you practice, the better you will get. It is a skill that needs to be developed over time, just like learning to fly.